I needed and still need to be in independent schools as a teacher of color, because I suddenly realized I had been in independent schools as a student the whole time and never had a teacher of color. And it suddenly became very clear that all children need their identities uncovered, and they need to explore identity. And that was not happening in many, many, many independent schools. When I was a student myself, a young student in elementary school, I loved school. I was one of those kids that you had to fight me to stay in bed if I was sick. I didn't think I could be a teacher because I really revered my teachers. So I didn't see myself as a teacher, because I think then I really did think that teachers had to hold all the knowledge. I really disagree with that. I think teachers actually, oftentimes the less we know, the better we are at teaching it, especially if we're good with grappling with our own not knowing, and allowing ourselves to be learners. I think that's the best model for kids. It's the biggest disservice that we can do to children, to put them in groups and then tell them that they're learning if they're not aware of who they are and who the people are that are sitting next to them, and if they're not aware of their impact on the people that sit next to them and the people that don't sit next to them, what their impact is on the people that are across the street. We here at Wildwood started talking about using the word multicultural over diversity, because diversity seems to make people think numbers and race. How diverse is your blah, 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 means how many black folks do you have there, or whatever, how many people of color in your community. The fact that the world is becoming more numerically multicultural is important, and will impact change. It doesn't equal understanding or equal, just because we're different, we're all now going to get along. So yay that the numbers are good, or more diverse, more multicultural is wonderful, because there's more opportunity. But I know too many schools that go, our numbers are really good, and so we don't have to do any work. We always have to do work. If I had not gotten to the place where nobody fully understands themselves, but until I got into the place where I could see that all of my identities played a role in who I was and who I am and who I continue to be, I wouldn't have grown and changed, and I would not be as good of a person. What I've come to that I think really roots me, keeps me working with people, is it's about identity. Being a learner, whether you're in a school setting or you're outside of a school setting or whatever, but when you're learning about yourself and others. And who am I? Who are you? How can we, coexist? What happens when we have conflict? How can we live in the community that we live in, or the world that we live in, and make it a place that's good for everyone. So that's I think why I can't imagine doing anything else. I can't even imagine what else is there,